Well, the last major rock and roll concert of the year at the Pavilion at Star Lake is this Saturday. It's Styx, REO Speedwagon, Loverboy, and our own Donnie Iris and the Cruisers. And joining us right now is JY, James Young, founding member, guitarist of Styx. JY, how you doing, pal?
I'm great, Steve. Thank you.
You're calling it the Live and Unzoomed Tour. Live music, like to hear that. So, how's it been going so far?
It's stupid good at this point. Our T-shirt guy who's sort of a measure because he gets to interact with the people that come in, and then he gets immediate feedback that we don't hear from the fans. He gets it and he sort of translates it to us, and people are just buying T-shirts. He's never sold this many T-shirts, so that's one measure of fan enthusiasm. This guy's been working with us for decades. And then the crowds we've had minimum of 10,000 people a night for this 3-act show, and sometimes we were close to 20,000 at one point in one place. And so it's people, post-pandemic, people are anxious to come on out and do what they love to do, which is,
And I want to thank you because on this leg of the tour, we have a special guest Saturday night, our own Donnie Iris and the Cruisers.
Well, I've only heard the song Aliyah probably a million times, and I love that song. I don't think Donnie and I have ever met in person, but I could be wrong about that.
Well, we're going to make that happen on Saturday night. JY, Styx's latest album, Crash of the Crown. Seems you went back to your progressive roots a bit. Was that a conscious decision?
I have to say, I did not participate that much in the writing. It really was Tommy Shaw and a new member of our band, Will Evankovich, who's Tommy met in the Bay Area when he was in Damn Yankees, hanging out with Jack Blades from Night Ranger and in the band with Nugent at that point in time. But Tommy met Will, and those guys just started writing, and then Lawrence Gowan kind of jumped in with them, and our keyboard player. I sing lead vocal on one song, and but the rest is I came and played a whole lot of guitar on it, and on the guitar solos and in the background harmonies.
I cannot talk to you without bringing up one song here in Pittsburgh, Renegade. Renegade. It's just not a tune here in this town. It's a call to arms. So how did that come about, the connection with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
There are some young people who put music on between, when there's a timeout or in halftime or whenever there's no action on the field to keep the crowd's interest and to keep the energy level up in the stadium. And it was the wife of the guy who suggested he play, of the guy that's actually in charge of choosing the music, that said, what about Styx Renegade? And I guess it was at near the end of, I don't know who the Steelers were playing, but they were making a defensive stand, and that song came on and on the PA, and the crowd went wild, and that kind of gave energy to the guys on the field, and they came back to win the game. I live in Chicago. I don't always get the Steelers every week playing unless they're doing like a national thing like Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football or whatever. They're playing Renegade again. They're playing Renegade again. And Tommy Shaw is credited with writing the song. Tommy wanted it to be like an Alan Parsons song. I've been listening to iRobot or something like that, and we liked Alan Parsons and all that sort of Pink Floyd-y stuff. And every now and then we kind of dabble in that. But I said, we really need another big rock anthem, and just give me one night. I want to lay a bunch of guitars on here. And he came back the next day, and I'd laid all these heavy rock guitars on there, and Tommy listened to it and goes, well, song's done.
So, JY, we're getting ready to kick off the 2022 season, and the Steelers have named as their starting quarterback Mitch Trubisky, a guy that is all too familiar to Chicago Bears fans. Any thoughts on Mitch?
I don't have a great take on Mitch. Obviously, he has a skill set, and whether it fits the Steelers system or not on offense, I'm not sure. Is he a Terry Bradshaw? I'm not sure about that.
Few people are. Hey, listen, JOI, before I let you go, I got to ask you, one of the things that really upset me when it comes to rock and roll is that you guys, Styx, as a band, are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Your thoughts?
There's a bias there towards people from the Northeast, and from the West Coast, and kind of everything in between is, from a different planet, I guess. And you know what? If I never get in there, it's not the end of my world. We've got millions of fans. We've sold millions and millions and millions of albums, millions and millions of concert tickets, and I have the public proof that of our popularity. And if a panel of 100 people that vote for this don't see us as being worthy, I've really kind of stopped caring. I know some of my bandmates really want to get there, but after 50 years, we're out selling concert tickets, and the people want to come and hear our music. There's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame right now that probably can't draw flies. So
well said, my friend. Well said. JY, hey, listen, thank you for your time here today. Looking forward to one rock and roll show this coming Saturday night at the Pavilion at Star Lake. It's Styx, it's REO Speedwagon, Loverboy, and Donnie Iris and the Cruisers. Thanks again, JY.
Sounds great, Steve. Bye now.